Hello, Orbits fans. Welcome to another game of Orbits football. As you see right there where it says standings, we are only 2 games out of first place in our division, though with only 3 games left, that will probably not gonna happen. But we are only 1 game out of the 7th wildcard spot. Only question is, if we get to there, do we have the tiebreaker? First thing we gotta do is get to there. So let's look at our opponents today. We play the Rams. They still have Jared Goff. Huge drop off behind them. Former Redskin Steven Montez. I think he's still a Redskin in real life. Anyway, running back Daryl Henderson. Stopping the run game has been an issue for us, so that's going to be good to see. His neighbors is their fullback. Looks like their receivers are having issues. I'm guessing that's at low morale. But they have Cup, who's really good, Robert Woods, who's really good, and then a big drop off with Jefferson, who's decent, and then tight ends, they have Higbee, who's really good, Olsen, who's good, and Hopkins, the big drop off, but we probably won't see him anyway. Check out their O-line. Not good. Decent. And decent. So we need to attack that left side. Their left side, our right side. And their defensive line. 82 with Brockers. A niche. Aaron Donald. I forgot about that. And then their defensive tackles are pretty good too, so good luck, Curtis. And their linebackers, 79 and a 73 with Ibuka. Shouldn't have too much trouble with the linebackers. Yeesh. I'll try not to throw towards Jalen Ramsey. Or Darius Williams for that matter. Then there's the drop off that hopefully we can take advantage of. Free safety. They definitely have consistency in free safety. It's not going to be much of a drop off if they have a substitution. And then their strong safety. Yikes. John Johnson the third. Name's kind of repetitive. Is pretty darn good. And then their backups could start for some teams. Their kicker is not that great, but he's not terrible, but a little worried about fake field goals. Not fake punts, though, because that's a pretty darn good punter there. Kick returner, they're going with Juan Ware, and their punt returner is also Juan Ware, who's okay. Speaking of okay, let's get into this. As we look real quick at the playoff picture, you see Redskins are number 2. And also you see we're not in it. Steelers are who we need to pass, who are 1 game ahead of us. Hopefully they take an L this week. Let's get into this. As always, once we get into the game, we will hand things over to Charles Davis and Brandon Gaudin. And as every week or every game reminder, our coach is not Matt Hedrick, it's Mike Ditka. You can watch the first video that sums up how we got that to go on, or that happened. Alright, we will catch you on the other side of the game.
Today, from SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. the Los Angeles Rams, taking on the Orlando Orbits.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Orlando Orbits and the Los Angeles Rams. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Rams team as they interplay. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push them. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Rams taking the field and leading the way. The man from Cal, the former #1 overall pick, Jared Goff.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no. On first down, Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson.
Goff's pass complete.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Again, Goff. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 4 catches, 58 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Henderson will try and run for the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7, he's the same.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Complete.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll fight his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
At the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
No, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it, and oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain down to about the 33. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. That is first incompletion after a 4 for 4 start.
Yeah, but they shouldn't back off from what they're doing. I like the play calling right out of the gate. I like the tone that they're setting. Keep going in that direction.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The numbers for Eifert in that game last week, 9 catches, 64 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's into the end end zone for the receiving touchdown.
Touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys. Jim, preparing for the
kicker on.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
Rams, nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week left to go. Now Goff on first down. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
He was covered.
A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. It's their quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Now the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first-quarter lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Their own 26-yard line.
Getting set to go again here on offense. Jared Goff trots back onto the field. And he'll need to find a way to shrug off the opening drive, if you can even call it a drive. One play. Got to forget that. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and...
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first...
Johnny Hecker.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Hey, we're going to do what we do.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. Down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 4-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. L.A. readies for its next possession. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many local beat writer about the... They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's over to tell his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win. Nothing has changed.
Johnny Hecker.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Bust through the tackle. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight-line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Laviska Shenault with touchdown number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and before you know it, it's It's 21-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
Rams nothing.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Goff on the draw play to Henderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And this is incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way that's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get find ways to make this passing game.
Johnny Hecker.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff as we give you a look. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line.
22.
5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he's going to be unable to get upfield as they take him down at the 21-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
2nd and 9 now. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
A gain of 4.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And Eifert has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Complete to Tyler Eifert. It's a gain of...
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
By number 12. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kenny Young leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. This offense on 3rd down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe different things.
On 1st and 10, Goff gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Complete to Tyler.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the 2nd half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun to give to Henderson. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Goff on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here. It's fourth down. As he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A give to the fullback on the dime. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Called out a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set. Henderson now on 1st and 10. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Henderson, the ball.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Johnny Hacker now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot. Does a great deal for my team.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
7 yards.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
Brought down at his own 6-yard line. It's a gain of a yard.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he's on here to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jared Goff and the Rams. Second quarter. Now a first down throw. Goff. And it's incomplete. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Goff now looks to throw. His throw is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back. Because right now,
Johnny Hecker.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their...
So what they're seeing so far...
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And that is incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down.
A A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw again. Able to complete this to Chenault. Able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw. This is Chenault on the receiving end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And this one is right through. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0.
24. Rams nothing.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 30.
The final shot before break here. Gone. That'll be caught by Cobb. They'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, and it's the Texans who are out in front. Kenyon Drake, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. From there, we're off to check out another game, and right now they have the lead over the visiting Dolphins. Stephon Diggs, up over 100 yards receiving with 2 touchdown grabs. Finally, let's get to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And at the half, they have the lead over the visiting Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown catch in that first half. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this carries into the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Number 22.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Connection made with Chanel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
A gain of 26.
Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some oohs and ahs from the crowd as he jukes his way forward for a couple of yards.
37-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometime.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense.
Quarterback is sacked. A loss of 6
Enough to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20.
Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now.
I think that now.
They'll run on first down. Henderson gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Goff throwing complete to Cup. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try to get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Again, Goff. Open man, he'll be the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, look what we have here. A sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And his throw here is incomplete. Van Jefferson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Out of the gun, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him. And 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Now for the field goal try. Here's Eddie Pinheiro.
32-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns.
Orbits 24. Rams 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 24.
Orlando takes back over on offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. Speech on the sideline is...
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now left side on the swing pass.
The pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. This offense #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
To throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. Laviska Shenault, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On the give, this is their fullback. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time, as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this may be a carbon copy, as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time. With defensive backs.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
27. Rams 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because game and you need to
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Inside 4 minutes to go. Third quarter.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now throwing complete here to Jefferson. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Van Jefferson. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing again is Goff. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Connection made here. Goff to Higbee. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
6-yard line.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
Darrell Henderson, the ball carrier.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 38-yard attempt.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And as a result, possession switches hands. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first. Here in the third quarter, he's got to like it. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Ball at the 23, second and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right at
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Back now here on EA Sports. 27. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. And now out comes Los Angeles. Goff on first down. Complete. Jefferson the target. That catch good for only a couple.
Jefferson. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Here's a 4-receiver look now. 3 of those guys out to the right side on second and 8. Here's Goff. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. But no reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, Plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
Goff's throw into the hands of Henderson. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling the ball.
Batted in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And I think Eifert may be in some pain, staying down following that play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's sensed. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on here to punt it away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? What we just saw there. Work up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
7 at the 28-yard line.
From the gun, here's Goff. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down.
Sacked.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons.
especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. That was really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Orlando takes back over on offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a handoff working running. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
He'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Laviska Shenault, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Not worried about anything.
the kicker on for the
extra point attempt to come here. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive.
34. Rams 3.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
He's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Can Levon chase on? Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, standing just outside his own goal line. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
At their own 35-yard line.
Orlando takes back over on offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player. I think blowout.
Because you won every game. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Throwing middle, but it's is incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
3rd and 3.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now Goff on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now this one over the middle and into the hands of his tight end, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Again, Goff. That's taken in by Henderson.
Complete.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Defense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt.
Before you even call.
On 1st down, Goff. His throw is going to be incomplete. Darrell Henderson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Goff.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He's going to let it fly. And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.
Despite, I forget where I was going with that. Anyway, a big, easy win for us. Kind of figured it would be a easy win the way we've been playing, and as bad as the Rams are, despite the great players they have on defense. You can kind of see why they traded Jared Goff in real life for Matt, well, not for Matt Stafford, personally. Anyway, let's look at the stats of the game. Kreger outplayed Goff. That was probably easy to figure out. Target 10 yards away from 100. Not a great average, but still 90 yards in the game. Who did have a great average was Carlos Wayne. Receiving, Higbee, Jefferson, Kupp had a bunch of catches, and then Chenault and Hargett with 6, as well as Johnson. Then Eifert 4, Tommy Simmons with 4, Robert Woods with 4, Greg Olsen and Henderson for the Rams with 3, and then Carlos Wayne with 1. Onto the blocking. We gave, at least these two Orbit players gave up 1 apiece, Taylor and Shepley. Shepley keeping his streak of giving up a sack every game alive. And then we made Havenstein, Corbett, and Noteboom give up a sack apiece. Looking at our defense, Rob Marino led the team in solo tackles. Demarius Randall had 9 assists, and that makes the leader with total tackles, Grant Kreger. Tackles for losses, Grant Kreger and Rob Marino both had 2. Dan Lewis with 1. Sacks, we got 3, 1 with Andrews, 1 with Chasson, and 1 with Bragg. Interceptions, we had 2 this game, 1 with Grant Kreger and 1 with C.J. Henderson, who barely missed getting in the end zone. Pass deflections, Derek Lewis with 4, Grant Kreger with 2, C.J. Henderson with 2, Demarius Randall with 1, and Dan Lewis with 1. Forced fumbles, no forced fumbles this game. No blocks, no safeties, no defensive TDs, even though, like I said, dude got close. Kicking, Cobb, 4 for 4 with extra points, and then had the one over 39 yards, and one, oh, and he also had one over over 49 yards. And then punting, for winning as high as we did, we sure punted a lot. And our boy Cook had 3 corner kicks. On to kick returning. I guess we didn't have a kick return because I think they only kicked it to us twice and both were touchbacks. Punts, though, only 4 punt returns. Simmons had 14 yards on 4 carries, which gives him an average of 3.5. 9 yards being his longest. Those are the stats from this game. Join us next time for more exciting Orbit action. Like, subscribe, turn notifications, follow, anything else you can think of. Use your psychic ability to figure that out. Alright. Have a great one. Stay strong, Orbit fans.